guys. Akulah yang selalu
Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. More colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. We have already started here. With so many teams now playing just one up front, Jim, it's easy to forget, isn't it, that strike partnerships used to be the norm?
Absolutely, Peter, but partnerships have proven themselves to be very productive over the years. They carry more might.
And we've had some legendary ones, haven't we?
Yeah, and how it usually works is that you've got one target man with the other striker playing off him and just looking to add another little bit of devilment. Peter, it's not often I'll focus on the influence of a goalkeeper, but Vitor Baia is an exception.
Decent chance! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with
peluang
that.
pertama.
And we have our very first corner.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Out of play for a throw. Cannavaro. Messi. And it's Messi. Nice interception. Shot a goal!
Masuk.
Goal!
Siapa itu?
Lacking for neither time nor space. It could scarcely have been more straightforward.
It's shocking. The ease with which he was able to get into the space, and the player of his quality was highly unlikely to miss that.
Erling Haaland itu, guys.
So the first goal of the game.
Well, I guess this ought to make things interesting, Peter. No doubt the opposition will now be forced to play a more open and riskier game.
That'll be a throw. That could spell trouble. It's not an especially good pass, that. Well, the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. 1-0 the score. Well, played right into his path. Haaland! And he shoots!
Asik. Erling Haaland,
Again,
boy.
in a trice, and they are soaring!
Yeah, that's really well played, Peter. It's very, very simple. The ball through to him was just beautifully measured.
And he's done it! A header! Good run, lovely take, but that is where it stopped.
The timing of the pass and run was exquisite.
Messi. De Bruyne. Now it's Pedri. Oh, that's clever. We'll see that early. Use the
Selat, aduh.
chance for a
Anjir.
shot! It's a goal!
Harusnya bulan
That
itu.
is so good. Such sharp skills and such a delicious finish.
That's what he lives for, Peter. Not a lot more to add.
Verona get themselves back into contention.
Well, we have a very different game on our hands now, all of a sudden. This one's totally up for grabs. Haaland really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Yeay, aing ren. Goblok.
And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. Well, there is a look. Says it all. Teammates really in
Awas kepotong. Gak apa.
right again.
Si ngomong.
Can they get him away? Through Diaz. Scholes. The referee is looking at his watch. We could be done here.
Aduh. Masuk. Tidak.
And we've reached half-time.
Santai.
Well, the scoreline at half-time, a fair reflection of things overall, you'd have to say that. There was certainly no lack of effort or endeavour in the first half. It is quite a game, breathless and laced with excitement.
Yeah, they're ahead, Peter, but they can't afford to get too complacent. They need to go with the same intensity and tempo they showed in getting
Ayolah,
both
cepet
goals.
kawan.
Try to
Lama
get
banget
another now and
sih.
establish that 2-goal cushion early in the second half.
Very little in it. The score at half-time is 2 goals to 1.
Substitution for Hellas Verona, number 18.
That's Xabi Alonso. That is a great pick out.
Hampir guys.
A real chance and a real let-off.
He just didn't catch that one right. He knows it.
Xabi Alonso. Scholes. Scholes. Now it's Haaland.
Aduh,
Yeah,
ngeprem guys, ngeprem
themselves
guys.
10 in. Nowhere to go. Great defending, strong and determined. That is Luta!
Ngeprem, santai.
And he has kept it out somehow.
Batistuta clearly thought he had a beating with the keeper.
Berjanjilah
They know they've
kasih.
got a height advantage and it's time for them to use it.
Climbs up big.
Masuk guys.
They are right back in business.
Well, you have to credit the desire there. These boys knew they were in a battle and they did exactly what was needed to get back into it. That's going to make the boss just a little happy now.
A wonderful delivery, and all it needed was a touch.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
This has become one superb game of football.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
Messi. And this is Okazaki. And he's worked it through. Here's Haaland.
Aku kira awalnya bakal gol, tapi
Anjir, kipernya.
ya ini malah
GG guys, GG.
The keeper longed to start barking at his defence.
The most accurate pass. He's looking wide. Ruben Diaz. Can he get on the end of this? Mbappe proves just a little bit too strong. Bastoni.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Raul. Mbappe.
That's good pressing. It's really squeezing everything. Don't you just love the level of intensity here? Neither is prepared to back down, and to be honest, that's how it should be.
Looking to play him in.
was a lot to it.
Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out the killer ball.
Oh, well played, well sorted
Sudah
out.
sampai ya
Knocks it into
sampai guys.
space. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Scholes. Nicely weighted indicated. Haaland receives it in a good position. And the shot!
More pressure on the opposition goal. Well, the breakthrough hasn't come yet, Peter, but you do feel they're upping the ante here. They'll get the reward if they can stick at this.
Xavi Alonso.
Aduh, 2-1 guys.
And that is that. So it is something for both, but ideal for neither. Both parties having to settle for what they
Ya
get.
sama guys.
Andai yang kau lakukan dapat ku kembalikan kepadamu. Pastikan dirimu lebih aku dariku. Nampakkan ini.
Sekuat hati bertahan, sebisanya menghancurkan. Aman.
Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. So it's down to business here.
Well, when you've got Ronald Koeman present, he's impossible to ignore, Peter. Not only does he read the game intelligently at the back, but he's a real goal threat too with his long-range shooting and
the finish! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
really anticipated that well, didn't he?
And we have our very first corner.
Tarik tim.
And that has been clubbed away.
Wey.
Not the most... Oh no, what has happened here? Stubbornly stood up there. It's Okazaki!
Okazaki.
There! The breakthrough strike! Yeah, a fantastic run and a fantastic pass to play him in. Both needed to be timed to perfection, and they were.
Up to 13 minutes.
I doubt very much that this was in the script.
Shinji Okazaki.
Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Knocks it into space. Mbappe, he has found the way through. Haaland! And he has kept it out somehow. Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure. Corner number 2 then.
Okazaki.
That has been knocked clear. And now a sudden chance to counter. Well, that's well seen too. And they're not going to make any further progress now. Somewhat off target. Mbappe. Muscular approach does pay off here. Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack. It could be in here. Now it's Rice. Real chance. And the shot!
Anjir.
That is quite wonderful. That is a gem. An absolute gem. They have hauled themselves right back into it. Well, it looks like we have ourselves a real game here now, Peter. They've been rewarded for their courage, for their attitude, for their application, and now they'll want another. The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish. Oh, that's wonderful to see. The run was explosive, the finish exquisite. That has certainly made things interesting. This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. And he's had a hit. Try, very good try in fact. Well, I think he's surprised himself how he managed not to hit the target then. He seemed to believe it was going in. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. And it's Rice. Now it's Messi. And he cuts out the supply. Great vision. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. Xavi Alonso.
Has been indicated.
Lovely pass, but can he get there? Now it's Haaland. Now it's Mbappe. Tries to pass it through. It's played through for him. And he's managed to get chance! Oh, and with that, the half-time whistle goes. So it's all squared. Neither side has been able to make a telling difference, but it hasn't been for the lack of trying. Well, it's been intriguing stuff so far, and it's 1-1 at the break. Both teams hoping for a pick-me-up in the second half.
So once again, we're underway. Ball's gone astray. Circumventing this opponent. Now it's Messi. Hernandez. This won't be happy about that at all. They were a pedestrian in possession and carried almost no threat at all.
Eits,
Makes the
kurang harus.
interception. He's found a way through. Zanetti. He is just caressing the ball. Either of these two want to come off second best. That tackle was certainly sturdy. That's nice. Excellent challenge there. Uncompromising. That's fabulous. Mbappe. It's Haaland. He's shifting through the gears here. Slid in. That has raised the temperature on the touchline. Koeman did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. He's in space and looking for options. He is through here. Ruben Diaz did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could get you the winner. Shoots! And he's there to belt it away. One moment can decide it. Listen, the fans haven't given up. This by any means. They still believe it can be won. He's got away.
Anjir, gigi
And we're
dua.
done. Decent game of football, that. Intense, intriguing.
Ah,
Sides, as it turns out, unable to be separated. Okazaki claiming.
keputana harapan cinta. Kasur. Hah?
sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. The action has already started. This is the lineup we've been given. How do you read it, Jim? Well, the chance for a shot! Well, now the opposition are going to have to find something pretty special to stop Lionel Messi today, aren't they, Jim?
Yeah, the man is an absolutely born winner.
And a chance! Oh, and they really should have been made to pay.
That's great reading of the game, and it led to a decent chance. Cracking aggression.
Scholes. And this is Bojan. Now it's Bojan. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Now it's Vitinha. That's a great ball. Oh, shooting chance!
Masuk kan.
It's there! Simplicity itself.
Again, that's terrific movement, Peter, and an even better pass. It's beautifully played.
After 14 minutes.
So a breakthrough already.
Bojan! Bojan!
Great vision. This is Messi. Expertly cut out. Really nicely done.
Wah, kemana?
And it's Messi. Oh, cracking ball.
Kembali siapa
Well,
yang
they've got it back in a hurry. Now it's Xabi Alonso. And he's in on goal.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Haaland. Can he get on the end of this? Oh, perfectly measured that. Messi gets... There's the shot! Oh, it's fallen loose again! Really well taken goal. They are right back in business.
Well, you have to credit the desire there. These boys knew they were in a battle, and they did exactly what was needed to get back into it. That's going to make the boss just a little happy now.
And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Well, listen, last line of defence and you don't get it right, then you're paying a visit to your net.
And the finish!
mengkapitan?
And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that. All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
And it's been taken short. This is Messi. Oh, he's got a crucial block in there. And now a sudden chance to counter. Oh, just skips past his man. And there's the clearance. And they're back on the ball again. Xabi Alonso. Messi. And it's Scholes. Messi. Bojan does have his name on the score sheet, of course. That is good alertness.
Hits.
Cannavaro spots it and intercepts. And it's Vitinha. Oh, what has happened here? He chooses to go back. Shot it goal! He's delivered all right! And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
Just way too good, Peter. The keeper was never going to stop it.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for. Now it's Messi. Knocks it into space. He's in plenty of space here. And that'll be the last act of the first half.
Ya hijrah.
That was a very watchable and entertaining half of football. It's fair to say that both teams have played their part. Either side holding back here. It has been quite a half, this.
Yeah, they're ahead, Peter, but they can't afford to get too complacent. They need to go with the same intensity and tempo they showed in getting both the goals. Try to get another now and establish that 2-goal cushion early in the second half.
Hostilities have resumed at the start of the second half.
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
And collective relief etched on the faces of the defenders.
Well, let that be a lesson to them. If they don't stay focused all the time, they're going to be made to pay.
The most accurate pass. Rijkaard. Aimed beyond the defence. Now that's well seen too. DiMarco. So Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
Haaland. He's on it. Can he get away? Oh, that's wonderful alertness. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. That pass isn't the best. Scholes. Van Dijk producing a good steal there, showing a good level of alertness. He welcomes it in, and Boyan! There could be trouble here. Has another goal! He has done it! And there we have it, the two-goal cushion. One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
Well, that has changed the dynamic somewhat.
The crowd are calling for this to be put to bed. There's little sympathy about it.
ನೋಡಿ bang, sret.
It's their second corner of the game. Xabi Alonso, who's short. Real chance! Got to be quick to recover this. Referee has taken his time, but it is going to be another corner. So, third corner of the game. Xabi Alonso with the short one. DiMarco. And now they can spring out of defence. Messi!
Oh, he went for it knowing full well that it could have all been wrapped up.
Haaland looking to shake off some unwanted attention.
Yeah, and if they're going to try and stop him in this fashion, Peter, they're going to...
There's the header! That's a real chance missed.
He's definitely playing with a lot more conviction. This team should look to him to produce the catalyst for a comeback.
Substitution on the field. Number 2. Xabi
Time for a change in personnel.
Well, his stamina was called into question then, but there's absolutely nothing wrong with his heart and the efforts he put in. He was very willing, though not quite able.
Lovely pass, but can he get there? And that could well leave a mark. Oh, he's brought him down, and it is a penalty. And that really is the last thing they wanted to do. So this to extend their lead. Twitch, not a blink.
Yeah, as decisive as it comes. Spot chosen, spot hit.
So now the difference is 3. Good ball, good take. He has found a way through.
There will be 5 minutes added time.
Chance! It's loose now, they want to get it back. Plays it across. That is expertly dealt with. All the way through to the keeper. Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. Well, that was thrilling. A game of champs and chumps. The winners were so good at times. Oh, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. And already we're underway here. With so many teams now playing just one up front, Jim, it's easy to forget, isn't it, that strike partnerships used to be the norm.
Absolutely, Peter.
Big chance for
Well, talk about a real rude awakening. It's almost as if the defence saw nothing coming. They just didn't anticipate. On heels rather than toes.
That really is quite fabulous. All his own doing.
I'm not making any apologies, but I was willing him to supply the finish, and he came up trumps.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. Xavi Alonso, and it's Messi. Now it's Haaland. Now it's Okazaki. Lovely pass, but can he finish? And yes, it's there! That is how you do it! A goal to launch his new life, his new chapter! So smooth, a signature finish.
Just the sort of forward pass he's been looking for. Very telling.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
You've got to commend that, Peter. It's the perfect response to falling behind. Don't let your heads drop. Just get back up the pitch and level the scores again. This is cracking stuff.
He's going to be disappointed with that. DiMarco. Still very early doors, but it is a closely contested affair. Looking for options for movement. And into the grateful arms of the keeper. Nicely weighted ball. Oh, he'd have done well to reach that. Messi. Nice interception, well timed. He can get that clear. Cannavaro. It's not an especially good pass, that. Can he get it through? Picked out, brilliant chance! Goal, man! And they've got their lead back. Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
Just way too good, Peter. The keeper was never going to stop it.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang, it's full on!
menuju
That's
forward.
what you call inspired goalkeeping. Really anticipated that well, didn't he? Milan with the corner. They're first. Oh, great header!
Ah, mereka anjir.
And he hits the net. Again, in a trice. And they are soaring. Oh, super header. Wonderfully acrobatic. Yeah, a diving header is always a pleasurable sight. And that was just about perfect. Milan go 2 up and into a position of real strength. To be expected. Shoots! Haaland is flagged offside. Time perhaps for one last twist before half-time. No, that was never going to make it. Oh, this looks sharp. And he was quick to react. Xavi Alonso. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Okazaki just eases him off the ball. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Caught offside that time.
Exactly, wah, Erling Haaland anjing.
Xavi Alonso. Passing is crisp and sharp.
There will be 3 minutes added time.
Marquinhos kept his eye on it, and he's there. Now that looks a decent ball. And the through ball. Referee's had a look, and he's blown his whistle for half-time.
Please be reminded that drinking is only allowed in the areas shown on this map. Thank you very much for your cooperation.
Hujan pun turun.
Here we go again. Well, I think they have to be positive despite the scoreline. The one thing they don't want to do, Peter, is give away an early goal. But they can't afford to get too cagey either. So attack with real devilment. Oh, what has happened here? The defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. A poorly directed kick from the keeper. He's given it away. This is Vieri. He's found a way through. Vieri! Forlan gets flagged offside. Looking for the run. Oh, super find. Nifty challenge, but fair enough.
Mati lo
Whistle's
anjing.
gone, and the referee has given a penalty. So a big chance now from 12 yards. And no surprise, that's a booking. Well, no question, Jim, the referee has seen that as a professional foul. Well, Peter, I don't think he even had time to blink. This is just a spontaneous reaction. The ball is on the spot. Here we go. And that's one back. Not a twitch, not a blink. Yeah, as decisive as it goes. Spot chosen, spot hit. This is threatening to become a really good game. The manager must have given them an earful at half-time, and fair play because it seems to have worked. They've got to kick on from here now. Minutes played. Xavi Alonso. Rijkaard calmly anticipates. Well, that's well spotted.
And it's Okazaki.
Yeah, that works for me. The denial of movement, blunt and brusque.
Scholes. Okazaki. Rafinha. That pass isn't the best. Now it's Haaland. Haaland! Decent enough try. Cannavaro spots it and intercepts. Scholes. And that could set him on his way. It's a threatening ball. He's having a shot! It's in! They've done it again! Incredible!
I could watch this every week, Peter. Talk about strength of character. Wonderful.
He does it all with an air of efficiency and simplicity.
Well, he always had the measure of the keeper there. Such confidence and composure.
This has become one superb game of football.
Well, at this stage, Peter, it's going to come down to how badly they want to win this.
Oh, played right into his path. Great chance!
Erling Haaland penyelamat.
And the game is well and truly turned on its head. So calm under pressure, and he managed to fashion a fine finish.
Yeah, he won the jostle, and it was a very good finish. And I think he'll go away feeling pretty.
He's had a shot! It's loose now, and they want to get it back. It's a good-looking delivery. Albert Ferrer finds himself offside.
Milan really might just end up kicking themselves after that. That could well have been it.
Nicely aimed pass. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Rosicki in. He climbs up big. Oh, denied brilliantly.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Desperate defending required here. Cleared without hesitation.
I think we're about to see a frenetic finish. No half measures from here.
There will be 5 minutes added time.
Nice.
Well, he should have done better, and he knows it. The final seconds now. Rafinha tries to play it through. Shot could be on. There's the shot! And that is it. The equaliser just wouldn't come. It is over.
Oh, Messi lah
What a
penyeimbang
terrific
lawan.
response it was to adversity. What a fantastic game from those players.
Biarkan aku. Ferguson. Bayer Leverkusen. Aman.
So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. And that gets things running.
Well, just when you think you've got Eden Hazard, Peter, he opens up another box of tricks entirely.
That's the thrill about him, isn't it? Every time you come and watch him play, he seems to come up with more and more surprises.
Well, I mean, that's the key to the job, isn't it? Find a different way of doing the same thing, and that he basically excels at. He's fantastic once he comes inside. Anything is possible.
And he's picked it up out wide, flashes it across. That should be the goalkeeper's, and it is. Can they get him away? Alonso. And here's Messi. Cannavaro. Oh, well played, well played. No way through, so back it comes. And this is Messi. He's in a great position here. Can he get on the end of this? Oh, he's found support out wide.
Oh, look, this is about as tentative as it comes. Hopefully, a football match will break out soon.
And here's Ibrahimovic. Played out wide. And it's Amadou Onana. Now it's Okazaki. Messi. Onana kept aware and it is reclaimed easily. Steps in, and that's the end of that.
We're seeing some really good pressure being applied here, Peter, particularly from those guys up front.
Yeah, and it just, I suppose, Jim, denies the others time and space.
Well, I would call it blanket suffocation. Every single player is committed to the press, and there's simply no way out.
It's a crossfield ball towards the other flank.
Well spotted.
Now it's Hazard. Mbappe. Still waiting for the game's first breakthrough goal. Xavi Alonso. Now it's Haaland. Oh, good spread. Now it's Haaland. Haaland is having a shot! Vitinha. Onana.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
And this is Ibrahimovic. Good take, and is he in? And the shot! Goal! Bayer Leverkusen! And it's Bayer Leverkusen who take the lead.
Was there ever any doubt? Not even a hint of hesitation. That is such a cool finish.
Number 21.
Bayer Leverkusen have broken through. It's 1-0. And that'll be the final action of the first half. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here.
Well, for me, Peter, things never really got going, but at least this will be a good time to reflect and regroup. I can see a few changes coming, because whatever they've been doing, it just hasn't gelled.
So we're straight back at it at the start of the second half.
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
Okazaki. And it's Scholes. Di Lorenzo. And Antonio Silva. Modric. Bayer Leverkusen finding their passes. Thinks about the shot. Ibrahimovic! He scored! A two-goal lead, and they're firmly in control. He won't get many simpler than that, but he's certainly not complaining.
Well, I admire players who do that because they just don't give up on anything.
Bayer Leverkusen are now luxuriating in a 2-goal lead.
We're looking at a very different game now. The command has been established.
That is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined.
That will annoy the manager. They're making themselves too predictable here.
Oh, good-looking ball. Now it's Hazard. This looks promising. Vitinha receives it in a good position here. Xavi Alonso. Bayer Leverkusen are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape, certainly when defending at least.
Oh, what has happened here? This might spell danger. It's a clear foul, and the referee's got a decision to make. No, the referee's judged that the offence took place outside the area. The referee's come over. It's a red card. Well, no question, Jim, the referee has seen that as a professional foul.
Yeah, sadly he knew exactly what he was doing and he had to go with the risk.
Substitution for Leverkusen. Number 4, Vitinha. Coming on.
Great chance here from position A1.
Number 37.
The perfect chance to get one back.
Substitution in progress.
Overtime.
Messi!
Overtime.
Travelling. A look. Can he finish? Oh, should have put that away.
And how decisive might that prove, Peter? It really would have put the wind in their sails if they were just one down as opposed to two.
And Van Nistelrooy! Goal at his mercy, and somehow he's missed it. And here's Mbappe. Hazard. Mbappe.
Well, they can at least make a fight of it. Even if it's just a goal, the lift it would give would be huge no matter what the end result is.
Modric. And it's Modric. Oh, super fight. It's Cristiano Ronaldo. He is through here. Play for a throw. Van Nistelrooy.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
2 minutes to be added on. Knocks it into space. And this is Okazaki. And that's it. Well, that was a frustrating game. They were, at times, cohesive, very capable, but undone by an opponent.
Ini salapan guys. Ini kalau di balaku. Sama butuh 3 kemana? Tidak, guys. Sabar.
Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. And already we're underway here. Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
Well, Peter, over the years I've seen some great defensive leaders, and this guy, Ruben Dias, lives up to all of that, especially the way he just dictates where he wants his teammates to be positioned. Just always seems to have that picture. And when it comes to passing, he pretty much just leaves that to everyone else.
No argument from me on that front. It's easy to see how his presence alone affects both sides. And it's Serginho. No joy this time. Scholes. Can he get on the end of this? Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
Ruben Dias. It's not a... Oh no, this does not look good.
Oh, look, this is about as tentative as it comes. Hopefully, a football match will break out soon.
Lovely pass, but can he get there? There's no flag. Ruben Dias. Messi. Great defending, strong and determined. Serginho. This is Batistuta. Batistuta! DiMarco. And here's Rafinha. And it's Serginho. And here's Batistuta. A lot of space. And Batistuta!
Whoa!
That would have been some goal.
Well, that was certainly impressive, Peter. Great run, just a shame the finish let him down.
And we have our very first corner. corner. Corner number 2 then. And now they can spring out of defence. And forces him off the ball. Rafinha. Great vision. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. The goal here just before half-time could mean a great deal. And he's managed to get free. Threads one in. Scholes. Now, can they get him away? Rafinha. That's a... Oh, that is asking for trouble.
Guys.
Scholes. Okazaki. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. And this is Forlan. And we've reached half-time. It has been a bad watch, not by any means. The intensity levels are there. We've just lacked that telling breakthrough moment. Do it back on the first 45 minutes.
Well, it's been nothing but frustration, really, Peter. I think the team as a whole has to take more risks, but they really need to up their quality too.
And goals at this stage, but certainly not devoid of action. It is 0-0 here at half-time. So we're just settling back into this second half.
Well, both sides are eager to get going. Here's hoping that it's a good sign. Things are about to change. We need a little more life in this.
Serginho is offering some sort of an apology there.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
On the ball again. Great shot! And he hits the net. Just the pick-me-up the whole game needs. Perfect play. The one place the keeper couldn't reach.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
Number 22.
So the first goal of the game.
And talk about the perfect time to score. The manager's giving nothing away, but he'll be thrilled inside.
Tries to pass it through. Cross flung in towards the middle.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue and they'll get clinical.
Can he finish? It's loose now and they want to get it back. Haaland. No, again there's no way through. So Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, considering they're only one down, they're closer to conceding a second than scoring a leveller.
Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending and they got away with it.
That's simply brilliant defending. They were outnumbered, but he still came out on top.
And he shoots! They've done it! 2 up and in charge, and things are looking pretty good for them now. Another moment of magic, a real wow moment.
And how easy did he make that look? That is supreme.
There's the shot! Relentless! Just relentless! And that really is so impressive.
Well, from the moment he got involved, he looked as if he'd go all the way. Terrific.
A case now of complete control.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up. Something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
And here's Haaland. Oh, it's come loose. Oh, such a clever touch. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. Ruben Diaz spots it and intercepts. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Nicely weighted ball. Cracking ball. And the shot! It's in! It is no contest. It is a landslide. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
Real chance! And he can clear it away. And here's Haaland. Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. A tale of two teams, one irresistible, unstoppable, the other fragile and seemingly clueless. So bring it on. Height, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. So off we go then. Well, now the opposition are going to have to find something pretty special to stop Lionel Messi today. And the shot! It's loose and there's a race for the ball. This time, surely! In he goes again! Now he wants to get in on the act here.
They're just unrelenting, Peter. Wave after wave of attacks. Now it's just a matter of making at least one of them count.
He decides to cross it. He got the hard part right, but the rest wrong. Somewhat off target. They're not going to make any further progress now. Lewandowski! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Well, it's probably going to take something very special to beat him today.
And it's Messi. Now, can they get him away? Looking to play him in. Oh, that was vital. And the whistle has gone for a reckless challenge there. He knew what was coming. That's a yellow card. off it. Cruyff. And this is Lewandowski. Still goalless. Looking for options for movement. Lewandowski! Can he get on the end of this? And this is it's Lewandowski! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Corner number 2 then. Bullish header! That's a half-decent try.
Yeah, he may have snatched at that a bit, even though it was quite close.
Haaland, and he's found a way past. Now can they get it back? Out to the left it goes. Tries to pass it through. It's ended up in no man's land. Almost half an hour in now. Scholes. Spread out to the left. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Great vision. And he was quick to react. And the shot's on here. And he's there to get it away. It'll be a throw-in. And it's Scholes. Oh, well played. It's a searching pass. That pass isn't the best. And it's with the keeper. Hero calmly anticipates. Ruben Dias makes the interception. Scholes. Cruyff, the specialist in tearing teams apart. Knocks it into space. This is Lewandowski. Oh, Lewandowski! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Scholes. DiMarco. Messi.
There will be 1 minute at a time.
This is Messi. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. Chance for a shot! Oh, and with that, the half-time whistle goes. So neither team were able to take the lead, but it certainly hasn't been for the lack of trying. So we are still where we were at the beginning. It is 0-0 at the break.
Towards the screen for a special presentation featuring our guest performers today.
The action is back underway.
Well, I can imagine both managers have been in the ears of the players. They want more. Let's hope the game comes to life sooner rather than later.
Now it's Haaland. He's a sharp little ball here. Ruben Dias.
Indonesia are totally dominant in the middle of the park. A no-way through zone.
Scholes. Now Mbappe. Well, that looks a decent ball. Ball's gone astray. Still absolutely nothing to report here goals-wise. Ruben Neves, the man with such great vision. Now it's Okazaki. Now it's Messi. And it's Scholes. Another pass, just keep... There's the shot! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Okazaki. Picked out brilliantly. Rudiger promptly onto that, and that is that. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. And here's Okazaki. And still, we await the first breakthrough. Tries to play it through. Oh, super ball. Great chance! It's Okazaki! Oh, good-looking ball. Oh, that's a key interception. And here's Okazaki.
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
And this is Okazaki. Aimed beyond the defence.
Well, I'm not quite sure he needed to hold up play quite as much as he did then. A couple of his teammates were very annoyed.
Applies the finish! Big relief, it just needed better contact.
I think that's just more proof that this team is very comfortable playing on the break. They're really swift.
Number 17, Johan Cruyff. Number 20, Messi. Coming on the field,
Haaland.
number 23, Stage.
Haaland. This is promising. Oh, they could be caught out here.
Number 10,
Out for a throw. Over to the left.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Lovely pass, but can he get there? And that is that. So a tough one to gauge. Defensive dominance combined with wastefulness in attack, and the outcome inevitable. Your final thoughts, Jim?
Well, neither side could get over the line here. Perhaps one team might be happier, but at the final reckoning, it's...
terpaksa berpisah untuk mencari arah. Kita dipukul ombak hidup alam yang nyata. Kau jauh meniti puncak menara gading yang menjanjikan hidup sempurna. Tapi aku hanya tunduk ke bumi, hidup tertekan. Jika kau bertemu aku begini, berlumpur tubuh dan keringat membasah bumi. Di penjara terkurung terhukum, hanya bertemankan sepi. Bisakah kau menghargai cintaku yang suci ini? Oh tiara, oh dina, apakah kau merasakannya? Oh tiara, oh dina, dapatkah engkau merasakannya?
It is amazing what fate can conjure at times. A combination of results that have ensured a desperate scramble for survival. This will be unmissable stuff. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary. And we should be in for something very special. Things have got underway here pretty promptly. Another episode of this age-old tale, uncompromising conflict. Who do you, Jim, see making the difference here?
Well, Peter, I've always been impressed with the intelligence and decision-making of this man, the Paul. Yes, you kind of expect that from an Argentinian playmaker, but he's such a key figure whether his team are building patiently or transitioning quickly. He's very adept at creating space, attracting markers and then turning away quickly. And I love those long clip balls he can get into deep positions.
Yeah, he'll be looking for a goal or two. Messi tries to pass it through. No joy this time. Now who's going to be first to this? Expertly cut out, really nicely done. Xavi Alonso, Messi. Passing is crisp and sharp. Oh, perfectly measured that. And Dijk gets over and intercepts.
Well, both teams are proceeding with caution, but there's plenty of time to wait for some attacking purpose.
Now it's Haaland. It's a pretty loose pass. That's good running with the ball. Now it's Messi. And this is Okazaki. Oh, well measured. It's Okazaki! Camavinga. Now it's to Paul. And he's being shifted off it. Jimenez cuts out the pass. Now it's to Paul. Cannavaro. Mbappe. That was good pressing. Forced the error to put an end to it before things could get even more threatening. And he's worked it through. And the shot's on here. Di Marco. Messi. And it's Okazaki. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Jimenez. Now it's Mbappe. Xavi Alonso promptly onto that, and that is that. Mbappe. Either side giving way. It has been tight. Thuram kept his eye on it, and he's there. Now it's Mbappe. Cannavaro kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Okazaki. That is good alertness. Thuram. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and imminent annoyance.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
Now it's Mbappe. Referee's had a look, and he's blown his whistle for half-time. A decent enough half, but neither side able to get on the score sheet. Time for some fresh ideas in the second period, perhaps.
And we'd like to
What do you think we're up to after 45 minutes?
Well, I wouldn't say it was the most great performance, Peter, but defensively, very composed. The scoreline might still be 0-0, but I'm expecting things to open up a bit more in the second half.
Well, it's been a proper derby so far, no doubt about that. Intense and utterly captivating. So, both teams still stuck on the starting blocks here, 0-0 at the break. Hostilities have resumed at the start of the second half. Both sides defensively robust up to now. Xavi Alonso. Scholes. Passing nice and neat. Haaland shapes to shoot! Yes, it's there! The deadlock broken in this defining game. Truly superb. A goal of such supreme quality, composure and class.
What about the pass, Peter? It was played so intelligently, and he picked out the perfect target.
So we have had the first significant moment. It is 1-0.
Well, the roof's just about staying on, but the crowd level has gone up and
Shoots! Brilliant! Oh, it really is a finish of the highest order. And this is getting better and better. So smooth, a signature finish.
Just the sort of forward pass he's been looking for. Very telling.
Substitution in progress.
Time for a change in personnel. Well, he's going to inject a nice bit of pace into that front line, Peter, so I can see him making those runs in behind.
So that's two now without reply.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department.
So 2-0 the scoreline early after half-time. No, not quite on the same wavelength. And it's Dybala. Scholes. This is Messi. Haaland. Well read. And the danger is averted. Thuram.
How many interceptions have we seen now? Someone's got to up the quality and set an example.
Now it's Fulkrug. And this is Messi. Ruben Dias. Haaland. And he's away. Crunching tackle. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. He won't be happy with that one. Haaland! He'll be quick to recover this. And he's whipped to the... Oh! It's bounced back off the post. Thuram. 75 minutes played. Well, that looks a good ball through. Well timed, excellent interception. And that's put paid to a promising move. This is Messi. He's found a way through. He's had a shot. Oh, he has stuck it into his own net.
Well, that's really unfortunate. He'll be kicking himself at the moment, and believe me, I know how that feels.
Well, who saw that coming? It has certainly made things interesting.
Well, that's something you don't expect at a match like this, but I guess you have to take whatever way it comes, and very gratefully.
So a team in desperate pursuit of salvation, and the job not quite yet done. These are nervous times.
Yeah, the final whistle couldn't come soon enough for those players, but they're still going to have to scrap this one out.
Now it's Messi. Now that's well seen too. Somewhat off target. And he's on his way!
Added minute has been indicated.
He's gone backward here. Fulkrug. Looking for options for movement. No unnecessary risks, and the game is petering out here. Now it's Messi. Great ball if he can get there. He's on it. Can he get away? Tries a shot! And that is it. The equaliser just wouldn't come. It is over. Well, that was close. Both sides playing their part in a...
Sempurnakan hidupku, perorangan diriku, anugerah terindah yang ku miliki.
Betapa masih itu.
Kamu satu-satunya yang paling teristimewa. Kamulah satu-satunya bidadari cinta. Kamulah satu-satunya yang paling teristimewa.
Mancing MU guys.
satu-satunya bidadari cinta. Kau sempurnakan hidup.
Well, the permutations are as simple as they are exciting. One remaining shot and they must hit the bullseye. There's nothing quite like last day drama. Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. And we're underway. Pride, tradition, the game neither dares lose. Well, this is one boy from Croxteth who, so far as club football goes, has achieved just about everything. English football has rested on his broad shoulders for nigh on 2 decades. It is, of course, the modern great that is Wayne Rooney.
Yeah, without question.
Haaland! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Haaland really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
And we have our very first corner. And that's asking too much of anyone and everyone. And it's Messi. Tries to play it through. Cross flung in towards the middle. Scholes. Shot could be in. Scholes! It's run loose. Oh, what has happened here? Can he get on the end of this? Oh, well measured. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Xabi Alonso calmly anticipates. And here's Haaland. So a third of the match, or thereabouts, gone, and we still await the first goal. And he's intervened well there. And he was quick to react. De Bruyne can so cleverly bypass the press. 30 minutes gone. Marco. He's in plenty of space here. Has a shot! Oh, that wasn't far away.
I wouldn't fancy playing up front in these circumstances, to be honest. There's absolutely no supply.
The goal here just before half-time could mean a great deal. Marco. And it's De Bruyne. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Shot, surely! Oh, denied! Brilliantly!
Haaland is offering a wry smile there.
Corner number 2 then. Cleared away. And now they can spring out of defence. Oh, that's a key interception. It's not an especially good pass, that. And here's Scholes. Nicely intercepted. We've reached half-time. A decent enough half, but neither side able to get on the score sheet. Time for some fresh ideas in the second period, perhaps. Reflections on the first half?
Well, at least the defence can look back on a job pretty well done so far, Peter. I think they've squeezed the play quite well and they've been relentless in their pressing. So the energy levels have looked good.
Well, it's been a proper derby so far, no doubt about that. Intense and utterly captivating. So, no breakthrough from either side. 0-0 after 45 minutes of action. That gets things going for the second half.
Well, I can imagine both managers have been in the ears of the players. They want more. Let's hope the game comes to life sooner rather than later.
Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. De Bruyne. Scholes. And it's Messi. For De Bruyne. And here's Haaland. Takes a shot! Decent strike, kept it fizzing low.
Nothing wrong with the idea. Inches away.
Towards the hour mark and still no goals. Well, they've got it again. Now it's Haaland. Pass is coming off in quick succession here.
Haaland really has the confidence and skill to be able to hold the ball up like that until support arrives a little sooner, and just maybe there he overdid it slightly and should have released it because the support was arriving quickly.
Messi. And he's managed to get rid. It is still anyone's game, 0-0. And here's Haaland. Passing is crisp and sharp. De Bruyne! It's in! And it puts them on the cusp of promotion. Can they see the promised land?
Now that's just down to great character, Peter. It's so tempting to become disheartened having been pegged back once, but to do it all over again, that's fantastic.
Reflections on the goal?
Yeah, and anything that's hit low with real pace like that makes it so much harder for the keeper. He was never going to get to that.
They have what they wanted, the first breakthrough.
This is going to make things very interesting, as their opponents will have to take a risk or two now.
And again, they run up against stubborn defending. And it's Scholes. Oh, that was never going to make it. Oh, that is asking for trouble. And he's lost his man here. It's a goal kick.
Kaya matutata bangsat.
Manchester United, number 8, Bruno Fernandes.
Manchester United can now introduce the first of their substitutes.
I think you have to admire his willingness to keep plugging away, but the manager has done him a big favour, I think, by taking him off. You know, he was looking very, very leggy.
Mount. Cristiano Ronaldo. Keeper's got good distance on that. Now, can they get him away? It's running! That's a half-decent try.
He certainly knows that he's missed a real chance there, but he can't dwell on that. He needs to pick himself up and move on. it's probably safe to say now, Peter, that it's going to be all about game management from here.
There will be 3 minutes added time.
Dealt with nicely by the defence. Too much pressure, and he's lost the ball. Knocks it into space. That's a good one. Can't claims comfortably. And that's it. A win, a triumph, a time to crank up the music, charge the glass. This is going to be quite a party. De Bruyne picking up the Man of the Match award.
Akhirnya Bung naik juga lagi Bung. Cukup 2 jam kan guys. Satu game lagi. Nggak ada musuh guys.
Kau cari cinta seperti aku yang masih sanggup bertahan walau sering kau sakiti. Haruskah ku mati agar engkau merasa betapa berharganya diriku.
Itu mau RB. Salah. Daripada makanan kering.
So here we are, a new chapter begins, new heroes will arise, new legends will be written. It is time to turn the page. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here, the supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. So off we go then. This easily the most keenly anticipated of today's games. According to what we've been told, this is how it looks. It's 4-3-3.
Yeah, Peter, you can look at this formation 1 minute and think that it is 4-3-3, and the next time you check it'll be 4-5-1. And it's all to do with whether you've got the ball or not, and the wider attacking players being asked to apply defensive discipline too. When it does turn to a 5 across midfield, then the shape of this team takes on a much tidier, compact defensive look.
Somewhat off target.
Hidetoshi Nakata, I think, will be an interesting player to watch in this, Peter. A great all-round midfielder who loves to just hold those central positions.
And a trailblazer, one of those modern-day playmakers, all action, covers so much ground, doesn't he? More than just a number 10.
He does. I mean, he does so many things well in his game that he's respected throughout the world.
Setelah semuanya kini berlalu, luka di hati tak
Nicely weighted ball. He is through here. Shot a goal. There it is. The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
Yeah, that's what the game is all about. Excitement and entertainment. What a lovely moment.
So the first goal of the game.
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang.
Nakata is being shifted off it. Now it's Haaland. This is Batistuta. De Bruyne plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone.
Ngejar bos.
And it's Messi. Nakata will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Nakata cuts a frustrated figure right now. He just cannot get away.
Look, he could do with someone else taking responsibility to shift the target. He badly needs some help here.
And one more try!
Asik
He has done
guys.
it!
Siapa
And
itu?
in that moment, he has
Bertujuan.
his 50th goal. You give him an inch and he'll take a mile. Such immaculate precision.
Well, I'm sat here, Peter, thinking that the keeper might have done a little better then. Maybe his positioning wasn't great, but then again, I don't think he had a wonderful view of it.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
The turning of the screw comes to mind, Peter. They've got them where they want them.
Passing is crisp and sharp. Cannavaro gets a foot in here. Scholes. Haaland. Half-time coming up, and little doubt as to which of the two sides is the happier. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case.
pahit yang ku
Now it's Yamal.
Ball played right into his path.
Great chance!
Oh, kata Regi.
It's a goal! Half time rapidly approaching. That could be a big one. That is so good. Such sharp skills and such a delicious finish.
That's what he lives for, Peter. Not a lot more to add.
And the whistle goes for half time. It's been thrills and spills at either end in the first half. Neither side really seizing the initiative, and both teams still very much in it. Well, the dickens certainly have been rich in this first half.
Well, I think the message from the manager at half-time will be pretty simple, Peter. He's going to want them to play at a higher tempo, press more, higher up the pitch, pass quicker, and entice the opposition out of position. He knows how crucial the next goal will be.
Well, it's been a proper derby so far, no doubt about that. Intense and utterly captivating. Very little in it. The score at half-time is 2-1. And we are back underway. Batistuta was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless.
Oh, enggak tinggalin kok.
And he's forced to go back. Messi. Played out to the right. DiMarco. Xavi Alonso. This is Batistuta. And he welcomes it in. And the shot! Sticks it away! They are right back in business.
Well, you have to credit the desire there. These boys knew they were in a battle, and they did exactly what was needed to get back into it. That's going to make the boss just a little happy now. And that really is so impressive. Oh, that's wonderful to see. The run was explosive, the finish exquisite. This has become one superb game of football. This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant. He's found a way through. He's going to be disappointed with that. Nicely spread. Haaland. Messi. Fired deep towards the back post. Otto can get it clear. And he's intervened well there. Xavi Alonso. Nakata. This is Batistuta. And it's De Bruyne. That was a decent ball. Yamal. Goal! Manchester United! They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward! Wonderfully smooth, smart and slick. Well, you've always got to have players that are willing to make the runs. And when you keep plugging away, he's having a shot! Second win style! And surely that does it! Perfect time, decisive strike. Perfect placement, the one place the keeper couldn't reach. Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it. Manchester United are 2 up and into a position of real strength. Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch. DiMarco. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Manchester United can breathe again. Just. Well, I thought they got off lightly there. The odds were stacked against them. Pass is coming off in quick succession here.
Added time.
Haaland. Chance for a shot. Haaland! That is brilliant. About as smooth as it gets. Drama at the death. Is there time for one more twist? There was no getting to that. No getting to it at all. Expertly done.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
Substitution for Manchester United. Number 18.
So now we're going to get those changes we have been expecting. This is threatening to become a really good game.
Tamat anjir.
And time is up. Well, what a game. Unpredictable to the very end. Momentum shifting
Cuman
this
kayak
way and
satu
that.
guys. Aduh.
Kind of match as neutrals we all love
Thank
to
you
come
guys
and
yang
see.
sudah nonton. Mungkin ya segitu dulu live untuk hari ini.